Hi everyone, it's Luke, and you're watching Diamond Cat TV.
Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Imagine being given the opportunity to build your own community. A place where you and others who share your heritage can thrive. Sounds impossible, right? Well, it's happening right now. The Ghanaian government has allocated 400 acres of land for Black American settlement. Yes, you heard that right. A town built by Black Americans for Black Americans in Africa. Let's break this down. A group of Black Americans went to Ghana, spoke to the government, and got the approval to create a Black American city. They worked with the Ghanaian government to secure the land, and the plan is only growing from here. If this initiative takes off, starts driving, the government has even promised to allocate more land for expansion, an exciting, ambitious project that could change everything. And the ones spearheading this incredible vision, the folks from Earn Your Leisure. I don't know the exact details or how it all came together or that initial cost was, but the collaboration is real and the potential is huge. You know what? I'm 100% behind this. I fully support it, and here's why. First, let's talk about what Ghana is offering Black Americans. A couple of years ago, Ghana passed a groundbreaking law that allowed us Black Americans to apply for dual citizenship. In November, about 524 people were guaranteed citizenship, the largest group of Black Americans ever to gain citizenship in an African country at once. That's a big deal. For all you Black Americans, it's a connection to your roots, a chance to finally trace your history back to the African continent. For centuries, African American has no clear country to claim. You've been disconnected from your roots. It's not like China claims the Chinese Americans or Israel claims the Jewish Americans or Mexico claims the Mexican Americans who were brought to America through the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade. And ever since you've been trying to find your own identity, in a way you've always been lost. Now Ghana has reached out with an olive branch giving you a place to belong. This was long overdue, and honestly it's refreshing to see an African nation say you're welcome here. For that I credit to the Ghanaian government. Now, as with anything this big, there's been criticism. Some say, why going to Africa to build a separate community? Aren't you going to face jealousy from the locals? Why be seen as outsiders? I understand where their concern is coming from, but let's take a step back. The truth is, we're separated everywhere. In America, you don't live in the same neighborhood as white people. You live in a predominantly Black community. Same thing with other ethnic groups, Jewish communities, Chinese communities, and Latinx communities. So this idea of separation isn't new. If Black Americans move to Ghana and start a community, they will always be different. They can learn the language, adopt the dress, but the history of slavery and what it did to our ancestors will always be the parts of them, our DNA. They need to start from a place where they feel at home, where they don't have to explain who they are. It'll be easier for them to adjust if they built a Black American community in Ghana first and then slowly work to integrate more into Ghana's rich culture. If you are a Black American, just remember that Africa holds the key. It's the gold mine you have always needed. The potential in Africa is enormous. If you bring your own knowledge, your resources, and your experiences, you can help reshape parts of the continent. I was watching a video about Mauritania, a country in North Africa, and I couldn't help but notice how underdeveloped it was. But there's so much potential there. Potential that you could help unlock. Imagine the value you could bring from infrastructure to agriculture to technology to entrepreneurship. Africa needs you, and you need Africa. Think about it, the entertainment industry, sports, fashion, technology. Black Americans lead in all sectors. Your culture, your creativity, your work ethic, your business survey, it's involved. If you pulled your resources and expertise, Africa could be transformed, and all in the process, you could create a generational worth for yourself. Imagine a future where Black Americans have not just a place to call home, but a place to grow, build, and prosper. A place where your history, your culture, your identity are celebrated. Where we have the freedom to create the communities we've always dreamed of. This could be the future, but we have to act now. Of course, there are questions about how the city will be governed, what kind of laws will be in place. Will it be run by a capitalist society? Will it have democratic values? Or what about controversial issues like same sex marriage? How will those things play out in the community? At the end of the day, no initiative like this is a perfect, and there will always be challenges. But this is an opportunity that can change the game of Black Americans. It's time you had an alternative to America. It's time you looked at the world through a new lens. You don't have to rely on the system that's been holding you back. You can create your own path. And for that, I'm all in. Less than 1% of the people in the world own most of the world. The world loves to watch Black Americans, but another group makes $1,000 to every $1 that the Black athlete or entertainer makes. Imagine a future where Africa and Black Americans unite as one with your own NBA, our own music and movie industry, where we own our own industries and no one else gets $1,000 to every $1 that we make as we share the wealth with all of us. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this the future we all need? Should more Black people take the step to invest in Africa? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, stay focused and stay powerful.